Good evening and welcome to the Kick Off. This episode is minus a few guests due to state of origin and being away, but we have a guest coming on from a South Burnett region, Greg Pomfret, and he's going to give us all his views on what's happening in the South Burnett League. Coming up now, we're just going to go through the local Central Burnett results, and we have some footage of Mundubra and Monto.
Remember, it's positive or it's pointless.
Also a little bit of a write-up there that Mundubra had a much bigger side against a youthful Monto side. It was 24-10 at half-time, but in the second half, Mundubra got on top, come away with a 42-16 result. In the other game out in the Central Burnett, Gander played Eidsvold.
They're up in the ball out. Kenny. Jermo. The winger. Got away from two Eidsvold players running to the full back.
After the Central Burnett games, they caught up with Ian Sanderson, and this is what he had to say.
Yeah, hi guys. My name's Ian Sanderson. Life member of the Motto Club, life member of Central Burnett, life member of the Old Wide Bay, now Central Districts Rugby League. President of the Central Burnett Rugby League for quite a number of years, 10 years or so. Anyway guys, I was down in Mundubra tonight to witness the game between Motto and Mundubra. It was a very good game. Motto boys, very inexperienced side. End up losing out to the Mundubra Tigers. They played very well. The final score was 42-16. But the most promising thing out of the day was to see the juniors. There was quite a number of juniors here playing today. It was very good to see. There hasn't been juniors played in the area for quite a number of years. So hopefully this builds a better and stronger league for our area. Anyway, all the best for everyone. Bye now.
After the Central Burnett round this week, we've had an update on their Player of the Season award. So on the leaderboard, on 13 points, from Monto is Kane Mitchell. From Gander on 12 points, Thomas Jamison. Also from Gander on 11 points, we have Jess George and Mitchell Thorburn from Mundubra. So those are the top. Bit further back down on 9 points, we have Bailey Kimber. 8 points, Moraga Lahoy, and on 7 points there's a group of players on there: Isaac Poynton, Sean Collins, Connor Pashley, Tyler West, and Connor McLaughlin. And then up on the last one on the board is 6 points, Matt Roth. So that's the state of the Player of the Season award for Central Burnett. In A-grade games at Salters Oval, Magpies have defeated Wallaroos 28-20. So after the Easts and Wallaroos game, we caught up with David Ball from Wallaroos and Andreas Nonner from Easts. 2-point deficit in the first half?
Yeah, we're just playing in patches. I think we just need to work on doing the whole 80, I guess. In the first half, just got a few things and rolled on a little bit, but then we just let them get back in at the end.
So you're in the second half, you were still putting in every week and every player more or less, and just a few mistakes on both sides.
Yeah, just have to finish off each of them sets instead of losing on or giving them over to them.
What the coach have to say at half time?
No idea, some stuff. Stuff have to work on next week.
So you seem to be improved a lot from the start of the season.
Yeah, everyone's coming together now, so hopefully we just got to get it for the whole 80 and we should come off with more wins.
Well, all the best for the season and good luck next week.
Thanks. See you.
Thanks a lot. So first half, mate, they seemed to get quite a few penalties in the first half and looked like getting in top, but you took a lead into the half-time break.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a bit like that, and we just thought if we'd keep our discipline and not talk to the ref and try and just get back and do our job, and things we'd run away with it. So yeah.
Quite a few injuries and players missing this week.
Yeah, quite a few. We've got a fair few boys away, and yeah, we've been a bit under strength for a few weeks. I've been out too, so yeah, in first game back and stuff like that, and yeah, it's been a bit hard on the boys, and yeah, so hopefully we can get the group together and come good in the back end of the season.
So what the coach have to say to you at half time?
Oh, he just said that we were doing a great job for what we came into the game with, you know, all the boys out and stuff like that, and he just said just keep doing what we're doing and try and grind it away, and he knew we'd probably come away with the win, so yeah, that's what we did.
Second half, quite a few drop balls on both sides, but you managed to stay in front.
Yeah, with that, there's nothing you can do. You just get back on side or just get back and do your job, and then yeah, hopefully things start turning your way.
So that keeps you out of the reach of West tonight. They can't overtake you. Are you happy with that?
Yeah. West, I think they can. I think we're fourth. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Well, if we go ahead, then yeah, that'd be great.
Anyway, good luck for the rest of the season and good luck next week. And thanks for your time.
Thanks, Have a good one.
And on the last game in Bundaberg, West Panthers have got on top of Across the Waves 24-6.
Local Better are your appliance specialists with everything from fridges and laundry to TV, small appliances and much more. Plus, take advantage of our free delivery service within 20 k's of your local Better store. Go local, that's better.
There's one name across our region that's synonymous with all things hospitality, Rum City Foods. And with more than 50 staff and 4,500 square metres under one roof, Rum City Foods stocks everything. They've got the lot. Paul's Milk, frozen products, packaged foods, dairy, bakery, drinks, chemicals, and all the hospitality packaging you need. Rum City Foods are a proud member of Countrywide Australasia. Find them at rumcityfoods.com.au or at their massive new premises on Commercial Street, Bundaberg.
And now we're going to catch up with Greg Pomfret from the South Burnett region.
Yeah, I've been in charge in the South Burnett for probably about the last 12 years. I had last year off, and then, previous to that, I did about 11 years straight, Eddie.
So what's new this year? Anything been introduced?
Well, I suppose this year our main thing is that we're playing in numerous competitions. We're playing not only in the South Burnett, we're playing in Toowoomba. And now we've got 15s and 16s in Toowoomba playing, as well as our 18s playing in the Bundaberg competition. So at the end of the day, I suppose it's just, and the girls playing. We've got women playing. We have the Cherbourg women as well as the Wondai women playing, which is another thing too, playing on the in the Sunshine Coast. Oh, sorry, on the Bundaberg coast and that, playing over there. So it's all good.
So what difficulties do you find being out in the country rugby league?
Not so much difficulties. More it comes back to it's that distance, that tyranny of distance. Like we're used to travelling, week in, week out, and it's not really much of an issue. But other areas find it more difficult to travel out here. But I suppose one of the other big things is funding. It's just getting the sponsorship and everything else, because we live in a demographic that's not like overly financially wealthy, but it's very sporting wealth. The sporting wealth that is enormous, but the getting the money for funding and all that. But we have a very good committee that look after all that for us.
People interested in playing?
Well, Well, I think I was talking to Bryce and Kim the other day at a meeting, and I think we've just topped the 1,000 player registrations, Eddie. So once more, we're in a positive mood. We're going forward again, and that's what we aim for, is every year to get bigger. And luckily for us, our numbers are very good. We've got a fantastic community out here, rugby league, and we don't have a lot of competition, if that makes sense, with other sports like union and AFL and all that sort of stuff. Soccer's probably our biggest other draw card in this area, but the rugby league does extremely well.
Yeah. So, and referees, you're doing all right for referees out there?
Yeah. Referees is fantastic in this area. We do really well with our numbers. Our quality of referees is extremely good. I'm extremely happy with that. We're lucky to have two actually ex-Intrust Super Cup referees and do our area and help us, as well as some long-term referees like the Scotty Kaepernicks and the Archie Earleys and that have been around for many a year. And Andy Dascombe helping me out this year getting it sorted, and people like Sheree Prendergast, who does a fantastic job, and the two Prendergast girls, which are doing extremely well and doing major competitions throughout the state as well, and then they come back and referee here every weekend. So we're pretty blessed as far as referees go. And our junior numbers are. A few years ago, we topped the state in retention and that, and our junior numbers, because of the Beyond the Nest program that we do out here. Yeah, it's part of the criteria to actually get your referees course and your certificates and that, to have that. But unfortunately, I suppose with the QRL cutting back on, or the NRL, whoever does it, cutting back on the referee appointments, the people come out and do the training and everything else, it's just a bit hard sometimes to get everybody online and get them booked in to get the referee courses done.
Yeah. So what's the plans out there going forward?
Going forward, well, look, we're always in a planning mode out here. We're always planning to improve what we're doing and go above it, and always open to suggestions. At the moment, I think that's a pretty good fit with ourselves. I'd like to see reserve grade come into the area in time to come. I think we've got the numbers. Our A grade competition, or our men's competition out here, has always been strong. And I think that maybe in the next 12 months, hopefully we can bring on a reserve grade competition that'll also be just as strong, because most clubs out here have sort of that 34 to 40 players booked in, so numbers wise. So I think we can just about generate a reserve grade comp, hopefully.
Yeah. So the games this weekend, do you get to see them both?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, always get to see the games and see how things are going.
So. Is that Kingaroy's first loss of the season?
It is. It is. It was. I make no excuses for any team or whatever else, but they certainly were a diminished side of what they have been over the last previous weeks with a few injuries and that. But
Yeah.
full credit to Sherbrooke. It was. It was a gutsy effort. Kingaroy come back at them again, and Sherbrooke held them out, and in the end, run away within the last 15 minutes. I think they put a few tries on them, but it was. Yeah, it was very smart play by Sherbrooke in the first 15 minutes. I think they scored 3 tries very quickly, and that sort of put them on the front foot the whole way. And then Kingaroy were left chasing the rest of the match.
So, and then you had one day 34-4 over Mergen.
Yeah, that's right. And another good match. It was a good competition. Unfortunately, Mergen's in a rebuilding stage at the moment and coming through. We've all been there and had to do it over previous years. And Wandai is, they've got the same players basically as last year, and they're coming through well, and they're going to be a force to reckon with. It's there's no two ways about it. It's the three teams are playing extremely well, and Mergen is certainly picking up players and. Each week are getting better and better, and it won't be too far, and they'll have a win.
That'll be good. So you're happy with the competition out there? We've had a few little snippets and videos sent over. You've got some good players out there.
Yeah, we have. We've got some. Talent is something we've never been short of in the area, and that. And there's some fantastic young fellas coming through at the moment, and it's. Yeah, the competition's extremely good. A few of those good players they've actually moved on this season and went to Brisbane and been picked up by Brisbane clubs and that sort of stuff from Mergen. So that's a little bit of a hard for them to have to get around it, but there are some fantastic young players coming through, and especially in that 18 side and the 16s. Those boys have been together for a lot of years through the Beyond the Nest program and through. Just our coaching that we do, that they've grown up together and they've played together for a lot of time, and they're by no meaning of the word are they a rep side, because we it's open to anybody.
Yeah,
and that's I do get said to me quite regularly is are they a rep side, and they're far from it, because it's open to all comers. The Beyond the Nest program is not for anybody in particular. It's for everybody to come along.
For everybody to come along.
With the rules. That's right. We take all comers.
Yeah, it's just like the RISE program. They're just starting off now. That's
exactly
open to all comers.
Yes, exactly, and that's how we do it. We just don't have the numbers there, unfortunately, that to sustain a competition in every age group. We used to go right through to 16s here. Yeah, and about 7 years ago, we hit a real rough patch there where it was hard to get players to come through, and they just weren't coming through quick enough. So we then teamed up with Toowoomba just to get us through that couple of years, and it's sort of never really built back up again, But it is now we've got fantastic numbers in. I think somebody said the other day we got 10 under 12 teams here, and our under 14s we have 6 teams there. So it's coming through. So hopefully next year, 15, 16s, we might get back this way and play in a strong enough competition locally.
Yeah, and the girls, the Sherbrooke girls team has been travelling around for quite a few years. They even used to play in the Bundaberg competition.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, they just love travelling.
Yeah, they love their football. Correct. Yeah, that's another thing we're building at the moment. You've got the Wandai women that have played as South Burnett in previous years and now play under their own banner, which was part of the big picture, was to move them out to their clubs. Sherbrooke now, there's a rumour getting around that Kingaroy will be putting a team in next year as well into the competition. So, they're building on that at the moment. These come and try gala days. I think there's one on this weekend at Wandai on Sunday. Yeah. For the girls to come along, for expressions of interest in that. And I thought somebody said to me there was like 24 players that had signed up for this weekend in the 12s and 10s and 12s age group. So, it's a start. You've got to start somewhere.
Yep. So it's all looking promising out there.
Oh, look, rugby league, like out here is a passion, not just for myself, for a lot of people. Yeah. And there's some very good people who work with me and behind the scenes to make sure that it is extremely successful. And if our numbers keep growing, if we can keep our percentage up, we always seem to grow at that, that 4 to 8% each year, and we're certainly going to do that again this year. And as far as I'm concerned, it's only benefit to the league and to every other group around us. We're slowly getting better, and we're getting better at our practices. It's taken time to do that. As people would have seen at the 47th Battalion this year, we've gone from being a cellar dweller probably the last 10 years to the last 2 years to being in the top half of the draw, and then this year we won the plate final. So everything is working well. We're starting to learn that it's more than just a slap and tickle game. It does have to have some basis around what we actually do and we generate, and we've got good people around us that are willing to put their hands up and help us.
Yep, it's always good when you can get good volunteers and keep them.
Oh, for sure, and as everybody knows, you can't have a successful club or a league or anything else without good people around you. And I'm lucky that, as a group, we not only do we get on extremely well, but as a group when we all get together at our meetings are quick, precise, done, and there's no arguments or anything else. We work as a group, not as each individual club. I tell them to leave their clubs at the door, and we come in there and we work in what's in the best interest. And I'll always say to everybody at every meeting, we do what's in the best interest as a rugby league, not in any one club. So it has to be a benefit to us all, not to any one club.
I think that's a good attitude to have in a league.
Yeah, that's it. And and everybody has bought into the conversation, and everybody gets an equal input to what we do, and they all get to have their 2 bobs worth, and it works extremely well. I can tell you now, we don't have any arguments or anything else. And we're now down to an hour and a half once a month for a meeting, and we're over and done with it. Everybody's happy, and we don't leave the place angry or anything else. If we've got an issue, we sort it out there and then.
Yeah, that's great. Anyway, Greg, thanks for your time. It's good to catch up with these country areas and let people know what's going on. Won't keep you too long. I know it's Origin Light. It's
yeah.
Trying to get guests was like searching for hen's teeth on the Origin Night. Everybody's got their the night sorted out and what they get.
That's it.
Yeah.
No. Anytime you want to have a chat, I'm more than happy to talk about rugby league. I love rugby league, and it's a passion of mine. I played for 26 years, and then I've come up here and I've taken over, management of different clubs and whatever. So I think it's about 31 years to something I've been involved in rugby league now, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm glad to see my kids all play it, and my grandkids all playing.
That's great news. Anyway, Matt, thanks for coming along, and we'll hope to catch up with you before the end of the season. Thank you very much.
No problems at all. No, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Greg. So that's the end of all the news for this week for Rugby League from Bundaberg and the surrounding areas. We'll be back next week with another episode of the Kick Off.